What's up, guys? So the Deadpool 3 that is coming out next year, and this is my most anticipated Marvel movie with the return of Hugh Jackman Wolverine. And we gotten so many updates about someone coming within the past couple weeks and within the past couple days as well, from set photos, cameos that are rumored to be appearing, rumored plot details, and so much more to discuss as well. And so in this video, we're bringing out everything that we know about Deadpool 3 up to this point so far, and even with everything that we need to know going into the story of Deadpool film, and even of how this is going to break the multiverse, and even going into a phase 6 and possibly for a Secret Wars, and also so much more to discuss. And so if you're new to the channel and you don't subscribe to this, be sure to subscribe at the bell. This is so much on future videos like this. So let's get into it. And now first, let's find out the set photos that were officially released, and that's where Ryan Reynolds in costume on the set of Deadpool 3. And what we can see here, he's got some upgrades with some gold and with a Deadpool logo on his belt buckle. And from what we can see here, that this is a set in the forest with a car there. Even when that report from Delhi that came out, that says that with Deadpool 3, it's nearly completed filming, and I wish that we could concern the fans, because they're later with Deadpool 3, it cannot possibly be finished filming, and it proven to be false. It was My Time in Charlotte, I said that with Deadpool 3, it's supposed to be filming until September, and which made a ton of sense, and also they also got a lot of set photos as well. And based on plot details and rumors, and with Deadpool, he's going to be time traveling to a universe where Wolverine is alive, that they're going to be chasing each other around, and that's why we see a Carter, and even with the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, we don't see him in set photos anywhere, and even because with Hugh Jackman Wolverine, that he's going to be appearing in the film, and which is a rumor that he's going to be wearing the blue and yellow suit from the comics, which is something that us the fans want, and even whatever. So I would love to see him in that suit, and I think that the internet will go wild if we see a Deadpool and Wolverine in a set photo, and even in the movie as well, even when the marketing starts, and when we're in the era as well. But I would love to see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in that yellow and blue suit. And now let's break down the cameos that we should expect. It's because every other day will be an update about a cameo showing up in the film. It's been like that every couple of days. And now even though with the cameos that we can expect is of course the older Fox X-Men characters, and as with the Cyclops and Jean Grey and Storm, and even with the Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be time jumping across the multiverse, it's something upon some old Fox Marvel characters, and even with the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, and even with that, so it's been rumored that was the 2005 version of the team that's going to be appearing in there. It's of course with Chris Evans is the Human Torch, and that's Jessica Alba's Stu Storm, and much more. So it is rumored, and I would love to see a Chris Evans cameo in MCU one last time, and even with him as a Human Torch from that 2005 film, and even with some other Fox X-Men characters that are rumored to be showing up. It's of course with Patrick Stewart's Professor X and Ian McKellen's Magneto. And these are some old Fox and X-Men characters that are rumored to be appearing, but I would love for them to make a quick cameos. And also, according to the school new report, that with Channing Tatum's Gambit is also rumored to be making a cameo, and that would be very cool to see that with Channing Tatum being introduced in the MCU, and while also introducing a new X-Men character named Gambit. That this is going to be the No Way Home to the Fox X-Men universe as well, and even with some rumors online that are saying that with Deadpool kills the Fox universe, and that's why they bring all these characters back. I love to see this with Deadpool just messing with the multiverse. And even with all the other characters that we should expect, it's of course with the characters from the first two Deadpool films, and even with the other cameos that we should be expecting, it's of course with the Ben Affleck's Daredevil from the 2003 film. It's also being reported that with Jennifer Garner's Elytra from the 2003 film also going to be appearing in there as well. And even with all the other cameos that are rumored to be appearing, I think this is what Multiverse of Madness should have been. It's because I remember from Multiverse of Madness, the cameos and everything that everyone has been excited for, that are rumored about and never actually happened in there. I think with Deadpool 3, it's going to be for what Multiverse of Madness should have been, by bringing all these cameos, and even with the Fox and X-Men characters, and even so, I think with the Deadpool, I think he's going to definitely kill the Fox universe. And even with the rumor plot details that we know so far, is that this is going to be about Deadpool messing with the multiverse. It's because at the end of Deadpool 2 that we saw him using Cable's time traveling device to fix up things that they mess up with it in the multiverse, including killing a version of himself in X-Men Ultra's Wolverine. That's why we saw Wolverine there as well. And that it's going to be a time travel into a universe where Wolverine is alive, and that's why we're ready to see them chase each other around, and that's why we're ready to see the TVA show up there with the return of Owen's Mobius in there as well, and possibly taking them in, and even to observe other timelines, and even with Deadpool and Wolverine, that they're going to be doing multiversal time jumping together. Even with the TV that's going to be pretty much involved in the third Deadpool film, and even with the events of Loki's season 2 that are going to lead into Deadpool 3, now with the movies that are going to be searching for Deadpool and Wolverine, or possibly heading towards that, and even with the TV that are going to be monitoring the timelines to make sure that I know when next events happen, and with the Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be working with the TVA, and even as well the cameos come in from the Fox X-Men universe, and as for possibly with the debut of the X-Men in the MCU, of course with Professor X and Magneto as well. So it's going to be a crazy movie. Even with this movie it's coming out sooner on May 3rd, 2024, and it means it's going to be a pretty exciting once we get towards the era of the marketing, and when the trailers and the TV spots drop, it's going to be a very, very exciting time for us Marvel fans, and even so that's going to like affect the quality of the film, and that then we get a teaser trailer, then an official trailer, and of course some TV spots, then to the actual movie. And it's going to be a very exciting time, and the fact that we're getting it sooner. And now, lastly, let's talk about how this is going to be the No Way Home to the Fox X-Men universe. It's because with the old X-Men characters, like I mentioned, we're going to be returning with Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Storm, and it's going to do justice to their characters. And even with the first three X-Men films, and with the story arcs that they were good at, even with bringing them back, this is going to be the No Way Home to their characters. And even with the Spider-Man No Way Home that brought back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but even with the film that this is going to be the No Way Home to the X-Men characters as well, even with their debut in the MCU, and this is going to be like so cool with the No Way Home to these characters. Even for how Deadpool 3 is going to lead into Secret Wars, we're going to have the official debut of the X-Men in the MCU, and as with the old X-Men team, including for Professor X and Magneto, and even with the lead into Secret Wars, which is going to be a big event, and even with Phase 7, also known as a Mutant Saga as well, where we're going to have a new X-Men team, and even introducing the mutants as well, and Deadpool 3 is going to be a big multiversal film leading into big things that are going to be a plan for the future of the MCU. And now for my main takeaway from all this is that with everything that we know so far up to this point, it looks like that with Deadpool 3, it's going to be a big multiversal movie with cameos, and even with this being a cameo fest, and if it's going to affect the story or not say proper to the story in any way, but I think it is going to be, because even with the characters that are rumored to be appearing with the X-Men and the Fantastic Four characters, and even with all the characters from those films, and even with this film that rumored to be breaking the multiverse, and even with Deadpool and Wolverine that are going to be doing multiversal time jumping, I think that this is definitely going to be a crazy movie with everything that we've been hearing, and we're going to continue to get rumors and everything leading up to the third Deadpool film. And now with all this, this gets me even more excited for Deadpool 3, and even that this is going to be the movie that Multiverse Madness should have been, by bringing all these cameos that are confirmed, and remember that this is going to be the official debut of the X-Men, even with Deadpool and Wolverine that are going to be doing multiversal time jumping, and even messing up timelines, and bringing in the older Marvel characters from the Fox universe, as with the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and even this is going to be the start of all that, and this is going to be a great crazy movie, and I actually can't wait for all of it. I'm going to be doing lots of coverage on Deadpool 3, especially leading up to the film and to its official release as well. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff that's about to go down in Deadpool 3, and I can't wait for it as well. And so that is going to be for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below, and how excited are you for Deadpool 3, and with everything that we know about the cameos and rumor plot details that are going to be in this film. Let me know in the comments below. You can give this video a like and subscribe to turn on notifications about future videos, and also follow my socials, which are linked down below. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.